God, I wish I'm saying this story well. But then, but then it took it away from him. But then the other one with the fight, and then the master was really, really happy about it, and then he doubled his talent. Hello friends, welcome back to Moments with Adi. If this is your first time seeing me on your screen, my name is Adi Ndukari. Today I'll be discussing 8 habits of smart women, and I bet you if you practice these 8 habits, you'll not only become smarter, but your life will be more interesting. So let's go to tip number 1. Tip number 1 is asking questions. A German philosopher once said that knowledge is with those who ask questions. And there's a popular saying from where I came from, Nigeria, that says that, let me get that up. It states that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. And to a great extent, I kind of believe that. I believe it. Some of us, we are actually scared of asking questions because we feel like, oh, if I ask this question, people would laugh at me or I'll sound stupid. But guess what? Smart people, they ask their questions irrespective of. So, irrespective of what may. And asking questions is not necessarily asking maybe your mom, your dad, your teachers. It could even simply be as simple as you asking yourself questions like okay, let me use myself for example. I remember when I was younger, back then when I was still in school, my best friend, she literally just sits at the back of the class and I do sit at the front. But she's sitting at the back of the class, she would literally see everything on the board. But me, even sitting at just look at my seat, look at the blackboard, I find it very difficult to see. So then I just kept on asking myself, why? Why is it that when Numo sits at the back, she gets to see the board? But me, even if I sit at the front, I don't get to see the board. So I just kept on asking and asking and asking. Because I kept on asking, I got a solution. The reason why I wasn't able to see it was because I was having myopia. So imagine I had kept quiet. Nobody would have known that, okay, something was really wrong with this child's eyes. So let's go to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is reading across genres. If you follow me on my previous talks, you would always see me say read. Reading is not a cliche, but this time around, yes, we are saying read, but this time around, not just read. Now you have to read across genres, in the sense that don't just be like, oh, I love fashion, so it's only fashion related things I'll read. No, there's no harm in you saying, okay, today I want to read about botany, today I want to read about plants, or I want to read about politics or history. There's no harm. What this does is that if you're confronted with a conversation and then you are able to just chip in, like maybe when you're talking about politics, you have something to say. It mustn't be you saying so many, but just you saying, okay, this is it. They're talking about maybe animals, different animal kingdom, animal family. You just have something to say, it makes you people will start seeing you like, oh, this girl is smart, this girl is intelligent. And one thing about people that they always want to hang out with intelligent people. That makes you become more interesting, like, oh, this girl is interesting, so let me hang out with her. So that's tip number 2. Then step number 3 to becoming smarter is trying something new every now and then, even if you're scared. As practice makes perfect. And one thing about smart people is that they're not really scared of failure. They just know that without practice, nothing can truly be learned. You can never master an equation if you've never tried to solve it. And trying something new every now and then could be as simple as there's this restaurant in your city that you feel like it's too bougie for you. Just to be like, oh, do you know what, hell what, I'm going to that restaurant. Or you wanted to try out a new dress style, or it could be you wanted to try out a new hairdo. It could be you even wanted to dye your hair, or it could be as simple as you going hiking. Maybe you've always wanted to go hiking and be like, okay, do you know what, today I want to go hiking, and you just do that. Sometimes we know trying all these things we're not used to can be scary, but then at the end of the day, in the long run, they are really worth it. 4th way of becoming smarter is adapting a growth mindset. And what's a growth mindset? A growth mindset is a mindset that is open to change. it's flexible, it's open to trying out new things. But if you see a fixed mindset is always like, this is the way I was born, so I cannot change. This is my sign, so I'm like this. No. Let me use myself as an example. A year ago, or even 2 months ago, I did not know how to apply my makeup. Like, if you watch my previous topics, like, you can see how my face looked. But then I told myself, do you know what? I'm going to go and learn how to apply my makeup. I'm still not perfect, but this I did is like, it's I'm so proud of myself. Why? I could have just be like, I wasn't really taught, there was nobody growing up to teach me how to do my makeup. I've been trying to do my makeup for years and it's still not coming out. But no, I was like, do you know what? Those people doing their makeup, they don't have 2 heads. And you know what I did? That was adopting a growth mindset. I did, and I'm really happy with the outcome. Even I'm not yet perfect, I still don't know how to do my eyebrows, but I was so happy I gave it a shot and it came out well. And that's when I said practice makes perfect. Imagine if I had not tried. I don't know. The 5th way of becoming smarter is taking occasional break. Nobody's going to award you for most worked. There's no harm in taking breaks. The popular saying that says, all work and no play makes you a dull girl. When you're tired, take a break. And I believe that when we're resting, we get to replenish our energy and we get to be more productive. Imagine you worked. I've actually explained that some days I'm working, and the more I work, the less productive I've become. But once I just rest and I'm like, okay, I rest and I come back, I'm more productive. So there's no harm in you taking a break when necessary. That's what smart people do. They prioritize their rest period. They don't overwork themselves. 6th is gratitude. I'm actually a big fan of gratitude because I know what it means when you're grateful, what it can do. Smart people are always grateful because there are other people in life who have it hard than you do. You have to adapt a mindset of always being grateful. Like, you have to be grateful for where you are for you to be able to get to where you want to be. So let me use the story in the Bible. Remember the story of the Bible, like about a master giving his servants. He gave one 5 talents, he gave one 3 talents, he gave one 2 talents, he gave one 1 talent. And then the one of 1 talent was not like he did not do anything to like double his talent, but the one of 5 talents worked, and then his talents got increased to 10, like that. So when the master came and he was like, okay, let everybody present themselves, the one of 1 talent was like, I buried my talent because there's this story in the Bible, but he was saying that he buried his talent because it was one, and then the master got upset and he was like, he took it away from him. God, I wish I'm saying this story well. But then he took it away from him. But then the other one with the 5 talents, the master was really, really happy about it, and then he doubled his talent. But basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're grateful, it gives room for you to be blessed with more. So gratitude is an elevator. To me, gratitude is an elevator that takes you from point A to point B. This is actually one of my favorites. The 7th way of becoming smarter is by playing board games. And one way to spend your free time is by playing games that forces you to think creatively, like games like Ludo, chess, Monopoly, Sudoku. Those type of games help you with your creative ability. Like, let me use myself. 2 months ago, I did not know how to play even one board game. Like, I basically don't know how to play any games. It's because of the way I was raised. Like, they just lock you in the house. You can't really do anything. So I didn't know how to like play board games, and most of the time I was just by myself. So I traveled to Kaduna. Like, that was where my cousins taught me how to do my makeup. And then when I went, my big cousin Diana, she actually knows how to play Monopoly, Ludo, all those kind of. So I went and I learned. My younger cousin actually taught me Ludo, to be specific. I really enjoyed it. And so one way of spending your free time is by playing board games. The exciting thing about board game is that it has no age limit. Like anybody can play it. You can be 30 and you're still playing. You can be 100, you're playing. You can be 16, you can be 10 and you still know how to play it. And it's a way of like, it helps you, like it just helps you. So just go and play board games. So you can tell me this in the comment section. What game do you know how to play? What board game? For me, I know how to play Monopoly. I know how to play Ludo. Just these two for now. I'm still thinking of learning how to play chess. But you could tell me what game you know how to play very well, and what game you're even interested in learning. My last and not the least point that smart women do is that they subscribe to this channel, they turn on the notification bell, they like this video so that other people will be able to see this video, and they drop their comments. Thank you for watching to this point. Do not forget to tell me what board game you know how to play. I will see you same time next week. Thank you. Bye.